what's your worst experience with a VA been?
One of the first VAs that I hired, so I started with this Indian agency from Timothy Ferris' book, and that didn't work out very well. And then after a while, I heard that people in the Philippines sometimes only make like $200 a month. So, and there was a website where you could find people who could work for you full time for $300 or $400. So I decided to find somebody and pay them like $500. I wanted to be generous. So I would find somebody who was dedicated. And I was living on a Caribbean island in a small house in the middle of nowhere. And I found a very nice lady from the Philippines. I had a click with her immediately. And she said, I also live in a small house on the beach with my husband. And she was very nice. And this was back when I didn't know you had to do a good testing and interviewing. And it was just, we had a click. And she started working for me. And I was paying her $500 a month. And in the beginning, of course, you have to do some onboarding. So sometimes she wasn't very responsive or it took some more time, but I was thinking she's just learning. So I was telling her a lot of stuff and sending her a lot of stuff and asking her to read a lot of stuff. But after a while, I expected to get some things back. And she was very slow. And some things I got back were very superficial, like she did them in 5 minutes. And then when I put some pressure on her, suddenly she would deliver very good work. And I was like, you see, it's in there, she can do it. But after like 2.5 months, I realized I there's something going on. And I figured out that she was probably also working for somebody else full time, that she was just dividing her time to the person who was asking the most, who was putting the most pressure at the moment. So I said, I don't know if it's going to work. So I will still pay you this month. And I hope you can finish, the task that you're doing for me. And I never heard from her again. She just disappeared. She didn't react to her email address anymore. So she got her $1,500, did hardly any tasks. And for her, that must have been a business model, because it always takes 1 or 2 or 3 months for somebody to find out that it's not working. So yeah, it's sad, but this is also a way to make money. And I learned a lot from it, that you have to really do an onboarding process, ask for references. And I was just too eager. So that's a big lesson that I've learned.